Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome back to Let's Play Quest for Glory 1. Joining us tonight is a bottle of Bowmore, aged 18 years whiskey. This stuff is amazing. I have a friend of mine travels for his job, and he buys me various liquors from around the world, mostly scotch, because I love scotch. And this time he brought me back this treasure. And it is absolutely amazing. Rich maturity from the depths of Oloroso. It is amazing. I highly recommend it if you can get your hands on a bottle. That's Bowmore. It tastes like liquid smoke. And I know that might not sound attractive for a lot of people, but it is very, very good if that's your thing. So anyway, we left off, we slept in the inn after a night of romping around in the town. So let's see what other trouble we can get into. There's the sheriff. Hey, Sheriff. I didn't do anything sneaky last night. I'm a perfectly upstanding citizen. So the only place that we haven't gone in the town so far is, besides the other places that we can steal from, which we'll do later, is the dry goods store. So let us go to the dry goods store. And I promise this is the last episode with that much talking in it. Actually, is that true? That's not true. Sorry, there are more episodes with more talking. But anyway. This looks like a dry goods store, but it smells like a musty library. The stove feels nice on such a crisp day. Behind the counter and on the shelves, there are a variety of items for sale. The shopkeeper appears to ignore you while he reads a book. Oh, I'm sorry! I didn't notice you come in. My, you look like an adventurer! We don't see too many around here. The brigands tend to get rid of most of the adventurers before they make it to town. I do try to stock up some things adventurers can use. I actually would rather be an adventurer than a shopkeeper, you see. My items are pretty ordinary, though. You probably already have most of them if you've done any adventuring at all. Well, let's take a look around. This does look nice. The stove is burning merrily away, making the shop seem almost too warm. What's this? A large lumpy sack sits by the wall. None of the clothes look like they fit. There are some wooden poles leaning against the wall. The barrels appear to be filled with flour and salt and look rather heavy. Bright sunlight streams in through the open window. Looks like he's got weapons up here. Looks like a standard broadsword behind that counter. Shields? Those look like oversized shields suitable for ogres, goons, and frost giants. You see bottles, jugs, and canned goods more useful to a housewife than a hero. Yeah, this is probably like the, dry goods store, the general store that all of the normal people come to. The proprietor's teapot. It's the matador's red cape, recently repaired after he waved it in front of a minotaur. Oh boy. Well, let's look at the guy himself. The shopkeeper is a small, balding man who wears glasses. He looks as if he can barely lift the book he's reading. Judging from his clothes, he is fairly well-to-do. The only shopkeeper in this store, in this town. There are barrels of flour and salt next to the counter. There also seem to be jars of pickled pig's feet, linen cloth, and lots of other things in which you have very little interest. But you don't like pickled pig's feet? I can't say I've actually ever tried pickled pig's feet. Alright, let's talk to him. Who are you? Why, that's me, Casper! Adventurer. I always wanted to be an adventurer. I read about them all the time. The book I was just reading is about adventuring. So he's a well-to-do, frail, older gentleman wannabe adventurer who never actually went out. Book. Oh, this book? It's just an adventurer who's trying to become a hero. The title is Quest for Glory, A Hero's Death. Got nothing to do with us. We'll probably die. We already have died. Well, we didn't die. We got arrested. Equipment. Unfortunately, I have only standard weapons and equipment. I carry daggers and chain armor. Maybe someday I'll be able to carry magic ones, though. Not yet, though, huh? That doesn't help. Daggers. Ah, the use of the dagger is a most skillful art. Actually, this particular weapon is longer than most, but still very easily concealable. A bargain at 20 silvers. I don't think we need any daggers. We may later, but we do have one. You have one dagger. Chain armor. You can get really good protection from my chain mail armor. It's very heavy though, and I would have to charge you 500 silvers for it. Oh god. That's way too much. Why do people always count in silvers? That's 50 gold. Using. Like counting a child's age in weeks. Just use years. Alright, food. Adventuring rations aren't the tastiest food in the world, but they will keep you healthy and alert as long as you go along. A pack of 10 rations will cost you just 5 silvers. That's probably the thing that we'll buy most from him. Flask. It's a very good idea to carry an empty flask or two, in case you want to pick up a liquid or something else that needs a container. Our flasks are a great bargain at 2 silvers each. And we don't need those just yet. I mean, we will need them, but we can get free ones elsewhere. Alright, brigands. I don't like to talk about other people behind their backs. Even brigands? They're brigands! Sheriff. The sheriff and Otto protect this town. The sheriff used to be a real adventurer, you know. Yeah, he has his name in the Adventurers Guild, but you'll talk about him behind his back. But you won't talk about brigands? That's not even somebody specific. Aw, Hilda. Will you talk about Hilda? Hilda sells fine produce for a reasonable price. Oh, are you, like, mad that she's kind of, like, encroaching on your dry goods territory? Alright, I guess that's it. So let's see what he's got in his inventory, even though we don't really want anything. Okay, so flask, food, dagger, armor, everything that he talked about. We're not going to buy anything. We just came by to say hello. So go back to reading your book. Alright. And now, my friends, finally, at long last, we actually go out adventuring. So why don't we save before we do so? It's always smart in a Sierra game to save every chance you get. So, I guess we'll just do adventuring. Just a general save. The breeze is cool, but you feel a shiver deeper than just the cold. You are really on your own now, in a very dangerous place. We get the little fanfare. We're out on our way. Let's take a look around. Spielberg. The carved wooden sign reads Spielberg. The heavy forest looms to the south. The trees are just ordinary trees. What can be seen out of the sky through the trees is bright and clear. What can be seen of the sky through the trees is bright and clear. This cart has seen better days. Now it's more like a pile of firewood. Get it? Can't do much with that. Alright, that's what we just read. Wait, does it say what? Okay. Okay, alright, that's all it says. The town wall is made of very sturdy curved rock. Okay, there's not really much to see out in the forest, as far as just like looking at the trees and whatnot. Let's just go adventuring. We'll just start west, east, east. Pine needles, small moss-covered rocks, and early spring grasses cover the forest floor. Not a malorn. Whatever malorn is. Scotch pine. Sounds delicious. Continue on our way. Ooh, eyeballs. What is this? Ash, Christmas, or maybe scrub oak. Do you really care what kind of tree this is? No, I don't. I'm trying to look at the eyes. You've seen it before. The late frosts of winter give way to the greenery of spring. There is the crisp smell of cedar in the air. This forest seems to be unusually still and quiet. Can we talk? Nothing happens. Hello? I talk to the trees, but they don't listen to me. Alright, well, fine. Just be creepy eyeballs. Oh, we're at a dead end. That's the same thing. That's the same thing. Yeah. There's pretty much nothing to look at in the forest, unless, you know, it's blatantly obvious that there's something to look at. Oh, there seems to be a fox north of the road. Like this. Blatantly obvious. Oh, dang it. He said, "Help me, brave, kind hero," I think. My foot is caught in this trap. If I had hands like you instead of paws, I could free myself. How can we hear you talk, or how can we understand you? Please help me, brave and kind hero. Well, we should help him. You spring the trap. Poor guy. In exchange for your kindness, I will give you some advice and a bit of information. First of all, it sometimes pays off to be polite, even to rude people. Good life advice. As for the amusing tidbit, Baba Yaga put an enchantment on the Baron's daughter some years back. To break the spell, you need to talk to the Dryad. Au revoir, ta-ta for now. Be seeing you. Off he runs. Let's grab that. Can't do much with that. Looks like we can't get it. Ah, okay. So that's an interesting piece of information. We need to see the Dryad. So somewhere in this forest lives a Dryad. Okay. Is there a monster? Usually there is when you see that pause. It's an ugly little goblin. Fight! Hostile intent is evident. You prepare for battle. Goblins are the easiest, so let's hope I still remember how to fight in this game. Pretty much just keep going until he's dead. And you run out of stamina, since I am a thief and I don't have a ton of stamina. I need to work on that. Gosh. I'm like halfway out of it already. It's dead, of course. Doesn't smell very good either. I don't think it smelled very good while it was alive. Search your opponent. You find 6 silver coins and carefully place them in your pouch. Excellent! That means we can afford our thieves' license. So we can sell all the other stuff that we got. See how much money we have all together now. Oops. 18 silver pieces. Oh. Wait, we need 20. What did we buy something? I thought we had more than that. I can't. Oh, yes. We spent the night at the inn. Yes, of course. And we ate breakfast. Okay. Yeah. I remember. Alright, so I'm going to save again. Because that kind of took a lot of stamina out of me. Hopefully, we don't run into any more baddies. Oh boy, look at this. Far from the Frostfield fares forth this fighter. Hunger has hurled me hither from home. My name it is known in the Northlands as Braugi. Barter with blades clash or bargain with me. Hungry frost giant. Who wants to barter? Okay. Let's take a good look at him first. From the blue color of his skin and his huge height, you can tell this is a frost giant. Oh boy, let's talk to him. Braugi. Braugi I be, to boast of my boldness, strong as the storm that sends forth the snow. Fiercer in fighting than foes in their fury, fear now this frost giant, fighter and flee. Flee? Northlands. Far from the Frostfield fares forth this fighter. Hunger has hurled me hither from home. You already said that. Yes. Bargain. Find me some fruit, for to mellow my mead horn. Gift I will give of a gem that now glows. Jewel from the Jotunheim, flare from the frost flame. Fetch to me fruit that will fill up my fists. Looks like it will take a lot of fruit to fill up those fists. God. They're like the size of your face. Fruit. High point of harvest, the finest of flavor. Apples or oranges, peaches or pears. Eat. Mead is the mother's milk, mighty yet mellow, that brings joy to giants and madness to men. It brings joy to us too. Gem. Glow of the frost flame that fills up the night field, a jewel that is flawless, the finest of gems. Hunger. Hollow my food house, for my hunt has been hindered by having to hurry here from my home. Fighting. Fiercer than frost's bite, my fury is fearless, my axe it is edged as is the ice. This warrior is willing to wield now the war drum, the battle axe blazes and bellows for blood. But we don't want that. We don't want that. I'm not interested. We're not a fighter. But we do happen to have just like 50 apples hanging out in our backpack that we bought for some weird reason. I don't know why. It's like some sort of weird quirk that I have. I just have to buy all the apples I can afford or something. This is just a great coincidence. Fruit you have found to fill all my food stores, thus filled the bargain my gem you have bought. Braugi has bartered and all has been answered. The mead it may mellow, and now I head home. Braugi strides off through the cave on his way back to his northern home. Bye. Ah, that was interesting. And what did we get? You have one glowing gem. It weighs 0.1 pounds. Okay, awesome. The cave looks very eerie and ominous. It's a bit late in the season for skiing. Snow covers rock, scissors cut snow, and rock breaks scissors. It's very zen. Well, can we follow him? I actually don't know what happens if you try to. Better watch out. Those icicles look sharp. Huh. Okay. Well, I don't think you can. It's sneaky again. Alright, so we went west. We came from the west, so we came from here, from the south. And we go west again. And now we're north from where we started. And here is a nice little cottage. The bright smell of fresh herbs mingles with the aroma of wood smoke as you come to a hut by the side of the road. This must be the healer's house, which was mentioned earlier in the game. What do we have here? The creature looks more like a small flying lizard than a bird. Alright. The road leads north to a castle in the distance, and south to the crossroads. To the west, you can see a farmer's fields. Ah, that must be Fredeferdern's farm. The Fredeferdern farm. Oh, there was like a glint just now? Did I just imagine that? Alright. You politely knock on the door. After a moment, you hear the inside bolt slide open. A voice from the inside says, "Come on in." The fragrances of herbs mingle with some rather unpleasant odors as you step into the healer's house. Lovely day, isn't it? My, you look very healthy for an adventurer. You must be new. What can I do for you? I can sell you healing potions if you like. I also buy spell components if you are interested in gathering some for me. Don't mind me, I always have so much to do around here. Okay. Place looks cool. Actually looks really cozy. The healer's bed looks very comfortable. Amelia uses a wide variety of pots to make her magical potions. Amelia. I had no idea that her name was Amelia. All these years playing this game. She's a rather motherly-looking woman with a look of vagueness that belies her shrewdness. She wears an apron over her dress and a scarf wrapped around her head. You see bottles and flasks of a wide variety of different potions. You see a few odds and ends, not to mention this and that. You see a winged lizard, much like the one you saw outside. Talk to it? You get no response. Let's talk to her. Well, my name is Amelia Appleberry, but mostly I am just known as the healer. I will be happy to sell you some potions. I live here with my pet, Terry. Pet. Oh, that's my pet Terry, the pterosaur. He has a girlfriend, Teresa, with a nest in the oak outside my door. Terry keeps me company and listens while I chatter as I work. Pterosaur. They are a species of flying lizard. I understand they can grow quite large in the south. Ring. My ring is shaped in gold like the braid of the herb athelas with entwined leaves. I don't know how I lost it. I hardly ever take it off. So she's the one who posted it in the Adventurers Guild about the lost ring. Maybe we can find that for her. Reward. I will give 6 golds to the person who returns my ring. It was a gift when I graduated from the College of Healing. Wow, 6 golds? That's so much money. Let's see. Spell components. I always need ingredients for making potions. Right now, I need some of Aranis flowers, magic mushrooms, troll beard, and let me think. Oh yes, cheetah claws. I'm not gonna get those anytime soon. I'll be happy to pay you if you bring me some. I'll also buy back any empty flasks you have so that I can recycle them. Waste not, want not, after all. How progressive. Oh, Trollbeard. The trolls round here are tough monsters that cannot stand the light of day and so are only found at night or in caves. They are very difficult to kill, but I will pay 2 healing potions for the beard of a troll. Ugh, that's it? Doesn't seem like very much. Flowers. I use flowers from Arana's Peace to the north in nearly all my potions. They have some of the magic in the place even when they are dried. Have some of the magic of the place even when they are dried. I will pay you 5 silvers for a flask full of flowers. Arana's Peace. Almost due north of here is the meadow called Arana's Peace. It is a very magical area, I understand, that is a place of safety. It is beautiful all year, for the flowers are always in bloom. Due north, huh? We'll have to go there. Cheetah claws. The cheetah looks like a cross between a panther and a man. It is vicious and tough. Unless you are a very tough fighter, you had best try to get away from it. If you do manage to kill it, then I will pay you 5 silvers for each claw. That's it? Woman, you're paying 6 gold for your ring. But for the death of a cheetah? Ah, that's not enough. Flasks. I will pay you 1 silver for each empty flask you bring me, so I can use it for more potions. Mandrake root. Mandrake root is used in a variety of spells, mostly for evil purposes. Mandrake must be pulled from the dead man's grave at midnight. The root is particularly powerful. I think I missed potions. I make and sell healing potion, power potion, figure potion, and undead unguent. Healing potion. This potion is used to heal damage and keep wounds from getting worse. It has gotten pretty dangerous around here, and a healing potion can be quite useful in a serious situation. Vigor. Vigor potion is used to revitalize yourself after vigorous exercise. It helps to restore stamina. Stamina is a measure of the energy your body uses as you work or play. Power. Power potions restore the energy needed to cast spells. That's useful. Undead unguent. Undead unguent is used to drive off the minor undead such as zombies or floating spirits. It doesn't last long, so you should use it as near where you are going to encounter such things. Zombies. There are not too many zombies in this land. Too damp, I suppose. There are some floating spirits, I have heard. Floating spirits are the ghosts which usually hang around graveyards at night. They are dangerous, so don't go near them unless you use undead unguent first. Okay. We'll probably need that at some point, or else it wouldn't exist in the game, yes? Magic. I have the skill to use my magic to create potions. I'm a bit proud about it. Not everyone can do that, you know. Alright. Castle. You can see Spielberg Castle from my yard outside. The Baron lives there with only his guards for company, so I hear. Yeah, 'cause all of his family's gone. Baron. Poor man, he hasn't been the same since his son and daughter were taken from him. He was just a young, dashing man when he last rode off. He never returned. The dear child, I can still picture her with her beautiful blonde hair done up in braids. She was so sweet. It's hard to believe she is gone. And that was a long time ago, too. Brigands. Those brutes! I'm always having to heal someone they've beaten up and robbed. I hate thieves. I'm not a thief. Speaking of which... let's see if we can, get anything from her when she turns around. What she does to look at the lizard every now and then. Oop. My ring is shaped... what? Oh. That's not what we were trying to do. I think we can grab something. I'm not mistaken. You carefully grab a couple of healing potions and conceal them under your cape. Aha! Oh, by the way, if you happen to find a ring on your adventures, I lost my favorite gold ring. I will give a reward to the one who returns it. Aha! We got some potions. You have 2 healing potions. Each weighs 0.6 pounds. We're so sneaky. There was a glint here. I saw it. So maybe her gold ring was stolen by, there it is again. Yeah, by Terry. And given to his darling. What was her name? Teresa? Something like that? Terry and Teresa. So let's see. How can we get that? There are actually a number of ways. But let's try climbing this tree. See if we can get it that way. Takes a lot of skill and practice to climb this tree. Actually, it is going to take quite a bit. And this video has been really long. Whoops. Sorry, I got carried away talking to her. So, we will see if we can get this nest in the next video.